So right now, if you're in the e-commerce space and you're watching a lot of the people out there, there are a zillion brand owners pleading with President Trump to kill the tariffs on Chinese imports. And the reason is because obviously if you're a business owner and a majority of your product is made in China, right now there's a 140% tariff on those products that gets applied to them as soon as it hits the ports in the US. This number could change. So, the point is the product might have cost you $5, but now it costs you 10, or maybe it cost you $50 and now it costs you 100. That's a significant impact on your business if you're a business owner. But here's the thing. All right, this video is probably pretty controversial, but I believe tariffs are actually helping my e-commerce business. And I think that the majority of e-commerce people complaining about tariffs are not looking long-term and they're thinking very short-term. And frankly, right now, we just don't know what the environment is like or what's going to be like. But the beautiful thing is if it sticks and these tariffs are stuck, the entire landscape changes and it makes it a lot more fair for American businesses that are getting ripped off by China. But here's the thing, and this is what these guys don't get. Almost all these companies that launch in the e-commerce space get copied by Chinese affiliates. We get ripped, meaning like we get ripped off. These factories share these products with Chinese business owners and they make the same product and they sell it at a discount and they undercut the pricing. Or worse, in my case, multiple times this has happened to me, there is a fake supplement that is just like a sugar supplement with not real ingredients in it, claiming to be the same product as mine that gets sold, which is clearly made in China on cents on the dollar. And who knows what quality of the ingredient is in that product. It's actually pretty dangerous to consumers and Americans, the kind of crap that they advertise and try to sell in our country. Listen, I'm all for a fair market and fair competition, but the reality is it's not fair. If you are a brand owner and you launch a product and it gets any level of traction on Amazon seller or even oftentimes on Shopify through Meta, you're gonna get ripped. And the majority of these competitive resellers are coming from China, or they're worse, someone who just copies you but has a direct plug in China, and then they can undercut your products. We, as a brand owner, manufacture in the US, so not only are we not getting hit by tariffs, but we're also not employing people in China. So we're actually feeding the economy in a cycle. We're selling our products to Americans who are paying us, where we can then pay a factory in the US to make the products to another American. So it actually works in the cycle. And I want to say this because I think it's really important. I think long-term, and I'm not talking 5+, 10+ years, I think in the next few years, we're going to see that the American middle class is going to come back. And again, I didn't want to make this political video on politics, but I did want to talk about business, right? If the middle class starts making money, that's what made the American economy so strong. That's what still we're left with right now, is a strong middle class of consumers. That is why I don't have any sympathy for brand owners right now who are dealing with this. I've been through millions of cycles of products and brands where they've had to restructure and resupply. I've been ripped directly by Chinese affiliates, by resellers. I've had my brand copied, multiple brands copied by Asian affiliates and Asian production. And I'm not against that, but I am against building something and then completely having it copied. And then also just sending all the money that I have in my business to produce product outside of America. Like, I want the business cycle and the middle class of this country to build and be strong. So it's my opinion. I'm a small business owner. I've benefited immensely from this country and the strong middle class coming from nothing and being able to become very successful in entrepreneurship. And I think that it's really valuable to consider the next 18, 24 months. And yeah, it's gonna suck. You're gonna have to fix your supply chain. We're gonna take hits. We don't make our product in China, but we definitely source one of the key ingredients because that's the best place to get it. And it is gonna suck. It's gonna cost us more. It's gonna shrink my margin, but I'm willing to deal with it because ultimately I do think that what we're doing and what long-term this will do to benefit the actual consumer strength of the middle class in this country and in the United States, then feed back into the business cycle of a healthy marketplace where we can actually generate a lot of business down the line. So that's my rant. I know it's not typical, but I think the tariffs in the United States are going to be a very good thing when it comes to Chinese imports because of all these issues that we deal with in e-commerce.